Hello everyone, Admiral William here with a visual guide on how to use scout planes. In the video we are about to watch, my teammate has already been sunk. I'm in this Cruiser Maya right here, and my opponent is in an H-39. Now you'll see that he has a name that looks like a bot, but anyone that plays this game enough knows who that player is, and he's very much a live player. So, pay close attention to this video. If you fast forward through any of the parts, you're missing important information and you might as well just stop watching now. Without further ado, here's the video. There will be commentary in spots explaining what I'm doing and why. So, check it out. So, I have just got my scout planes into position after having the first flight shot down, and I see where he's at and the range, and I decide I need to turn left and stop pulling away from him. Once I've made my left turn and gone back to my scouts, I notice in the center of the screen there the words out of range, which means my guns can't reach that far. I need to get closer. Once I've got my ship getting closer, I go back to my scout planes to take a look and notice that I don't have a clear shot with my scout plane. I don't have a clear view, so it's time to move closer. Now notice, moving closer, I don't just drive towards my enemy. I'm trying to keep a wide berth, and the reason for that is the closer I am to him, the more chance he has of seeing my scout planes and shooting them down with manual anti-aircraft fire. Now, as soon as I see that I have a shot, that's when I click the direct fire and my planes stay where they are and circle while I aim and shoot. Now that I am close enough to be making shots and not be out of range, it's time to turn my ship to the right so all of the barrels are pointing at the enemy so I can take advantage of all of the guns. So I go to the map, reset my navigation, so the ship turns to the right, and you'll see the turrets coming around when I go back to the scout plane. Now let's talk about using scout planes and actually firing your weapons at them. Notice the range in red. And then to the right of the crosshairs you'll see the gun's range if fired. Use the two numbers and try and get them as close as possible before firing, and also take into account the speed that you see your enemy going and try to lead your shot accordingly. Watch your shells come in and make your compensations. Maybe you need to go a little further. Maybe you need to decrease the distance a little bit to make the shells land. Watch how I do it. As it gets darker, it gets harder and harder and harder to see your targets. So at this point, it becomes more and more important to use those numbers of your enemy target and your destination for your shells, which is to the right of your crosshairs.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same.